Asia or Singapore a great place to empower youth?
I think Asia, if I'm not wrong, Asia has the largest number of young people, and Singapore is also increasing its young people every year. If I'm not wrong, I was told by someone that the number of young people are increasing every year. So I think this is the best time for you to set up the mechanism. You must learn from other countries, countries like Pakistan, countries like African countries, where we have not engaged youth, and now see the consequences of disengagement of youth. Now we are thinking of setting up mechanisms to provide a positive channelization of youth energies. You know, if you're not going to learn from us, then you might have to go through the same circumstances. And I think this is the right time for you, and I'm very glad that this conference has opened doors for you, for your thinking, for possibilities, for new opportunities.
And what's your most embarrassing folly of youth?
Folly, I would say, sometimes I felt that, when we were working with young people, they underestimated them so much. And I'm surprised, why you have such a negative perception about yourself. And this really hurts me, and this really pains me when I see that young person who has everything he got to be successful, but he doesn't realize that, he can take control of his or her life. It hurts me when I see young people working 16 hours a day and still lives in poverty. And because he defines success like this. So I think this is the greatest folly, honestly speaking, from young people, that they have imposed unwanted self-deprivation upon themselves. And because they have inherited a very weak belief system. So I really wanted to replace that. And I wanted to tell them that they are fully capable of accomplishing anything for themselves, for their families, for the society.
So who would be your social change icon or inspiration?
I'm impressed by so many people. I think to start with, my mother has been my major inspiration, because I remember when I was growing up, my mother set up this school almost 40 years ago. And it was so difficult at that time to set up a school for the underprivileged children. And she had to really convince everyone within my family, especially my grandfather. I remember when I was growing up, my mother put a big board at the front gate of the school which says that men are not allowed in the school, they should stay at the door, so that my mother convinces everyone at family that men are not entering my school. And slowly and gradually she convinced everybody, and then my grandfather used to serve him as an assistant. And I think my mother has been the major inspiration to me, that if you have really the will, the courage to do something, people will automatically come and join you. They see you and they judge you through your actions, not by your talks and lectures.
If you had one superpower, how would you use it to help you?
If I had one superpower, I would try to install a very positive and strong belief system among all young people of the world, that they are capable of so many things. They are not disposable, they are not statistical cattle, they are human beings waiting for someone to believe in them. And they must realize that, they have everything they got. They must not act from a sense of scarcity. They must act from a sense of enough. And I would like to install this right in their heart.
And if let's say I wanted to help youth, anyone wanted to help youth, where would be the best place for us to start?
I think the best place is your neighbor. Start with your neighbor. Because I think most of the times we try to reach out to those communities who are very far flung. I started from the place I lived in, and I found out that it's very easy for you, and it's more sustainable, and it's the best place to experiment, and it works so well. So I think you start with that community, see the impact, and then scale up.
And complete